So, free radicals and antioxidants. I want to start with this image. We have an arena, like a big football stadium. It's big. It has 1 billion people in it, and it has 1 billion chairs in it. There's somebody sitting in every chair. But wait a minute, there's a guy walking around that doesn't have a chair. He's grouchy. He's the only one that doesn't have a chair. He walks around. He finds somebody that is smaller than him, pulls that person out of their chair, and sits in the empty chair. But there's still somebody walking around without a chair. This image works a little bit better the other way. 1 billion people and 1 billion chairs, but there's an extra chair. The extra chair is in a section, and these are nice people, and they're embarrassed because they have an empty chair in their section. And they like hold hands over the empty chair, and maybe somebody gets out of their chair and sitting in the empty chair, but then that still leaves an empty chair. A guy comes up on a bicycle. He feels bad about the situation, but he can't really abandon his bicycle. The people in the row behind the empty chair start reaching forward, and pretty soon the place is a mess. There's a broken down bicycle. The guy that was on the bicycle is nowhere to be found. The rows are a mess. There's still an empty chair. A couple of sections over, a lady, seeing the mess, feeling compassionate, gets out of her chair, goes over to the now messed up section, finds the empty chair, and stabilizes the now messed up section, but she leaves an empty chair behind her. There's a truck driving around in this big stadium. The truck has a driver and a passenger. The truck drives around looking for empty seats. When it finds an empty seat, the passenger gets out of the truck, sits in the empty seat, stabilizing that section. The instability that comes from the empty seat is now in the truck. This is a theme in antioxidants. The antioxidant picks up the instability of the free radical, but the truck is designed for this. So the truck drives around as a free radical. The truck drives around with the empty seat, and it doesn't cause a problem. If the truck should come to a guy walking along looking for a seat, then that would be cool. The guy could get in the seat and everything would be well. There's two messages that come out of this image. Free radicals are all about the exact match between the protons and the electrons. The match is perfect to the point of being 1 in a billion, or maybe 1 in 10 to the 18th, which would be 1 in a billion billion. Free radicals are very uncommon. I want to take a look at this rock. I think it's a cool rock. It's either marble or quartz. If it's marble, it's calcium carbonate. If it's quartz, it's made out of silicate. Any way you look at it, it has a lot of oxygen. It has maybe 10 to the 23 atoms in it, big number. No free radicals, 0 free radicals. This is a little block of wood. It's a biological material, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, traces of just about anything you can imagine. No free radicals. So free radicals are rare. Where do they come from? Free radicals are a product of the biosphere. Aerobic respiration uses oxygen and produces free radicals. If you want a nice, predictable reaction, you're not going to use oxygen. Oxygen is nasty stuff on a chemical level. On a quantum mechanical level, it's not extremely predictable. It does unexpected things. Aerobic respiration produces free radicals. There's some interesting research that shows that the antioxidant systems built into the cell go back to the very beginning of life, so that from the very beginning, aerobic respiration has produced free radicals, and from the very beginning, life has produced the antioxidant systems to take care of the free radicals. One last image. We have a manufacturing facility that makes, let's say, widgets or something like that. You go to the manufacturing facility after everyone's done, and you look around and you see there's nuts and bolts and gaskets and maybe some wires. The floors are dirty and the trash cans are full. And then you look a little further and you realize that there's a crew that's coming in to clean up the mess. Life is like that. The chemistry of the biosphere is like that. It's not perfect. The chemistry of life produces stuff that really shouldn't be there. And there's systems that are built into it to take care of the extra stuff. And this is not human beings or vertebrates or invertebrates. This is all life, including and even especially including plants.